Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Wrexham FM23 save. So, since you've been gone, it's been going pretty well, I'd like to say. So we've been unbeaten so far. We've played 5 games in the interim, and let's get into showing you what happened. So we started off with Maidenhead at home, which ended 3-3. It was a very competitive game, though I believe we do deserve it. This amazing goal from O'Connor, followed by this penalty from Mullen. Mullen keeping his scoring streak up as per usual. Then he keeps the scoring streak up, but just at the wrong end, unfortunately. Moving on, some shocking defending from our centre-backs. I feel like our defence is really letting us down at the moment. It's just too many sloppy goals like that getting conceded. Then we have Hosanna down the right, then Palmer through the channels, and Mullen once again making up for his own goal. But unfortunately, this goal couldn't have counted. Cannon with a great ball into Palmer. You'd think on first watch that it's perfect, but no. As we look at the replay again, Cannon plays the ball, and Ollie Palmer is a fraction offside. And we'll get you the still up right here. So, yeah. You could even argue he's onside, so that's pretty unfortunate. They then get a penalty in the 88th minute. Bearing in mind all these other highlights were in the first half, really not ideal. Then we've got Dagenham and Redbridge, where we really are quite unlucky to draw 1-1. Should have done better. Get another disallowed goal. O'Connor pumps it forward over to McFadden, and then a bit of a calamity at the back for Dagenham and Redbridge. And Mullen does put it in. However, Ollie Palmer obviously impacts the goalkeeper and therefore denies Mullen the goal. Then we have Ford with a ball across. Mullen there to pounce on the mistake once again, but it's not enough as Dagenham Redbridge once again our centre backs just keep getting split, and it's a great finish from the striker. We then have a bit of an upturn in form. So we're playing Southend. We beat them 3-1. They scored first, which had been a bit nervous considering our last 2 draws. However, we came back really strong and did well. So Sinclair, he's also been very good. He puts it across, and Lee, who's come into a bit of goal-scoring form for us right when we needed it. I believe he's got 6 goals in 9 games in the league. Mullen, also continuing his goal-scoring form. We'll go through his stats in a moment. And then for the third one, Hosanna puts it in, and it's a great, great header from Cannon. Got another 3-1 victory against Torquay as well. See, this is the thing. I'd love to be having some clean sheets here. We're clearly dominating these games, but it's not quite working. Sinclair with a juicy little chip over the keeper. It was unbelievable. McFadden, who's been quality as well. Basically, the whole team's been good, except for our centre-backs. Lee, showing that goal-scoring form I was talking about. Then Davis has the ball, puts forward to Lee, who absolutely thwacks it in the top corner. Sledgehammer. Later in the second half, ball puts across a sloppy goal once again to concede. Nobody covering that front post. Upgrading it to a 4-1 now. Once again, lacking the clean sheet, but we've really done well to put our scoring chances. I believe we're the top scorers in the league. We'll go through the stats in a moment. Great goal from Sinclair. Well worked by the team. McFadden puts it over the top. Mullen, can he put it across? And Sinclair is there once again for a bit of a scrappy tap-in, but we take it. Rooney then puts it through. And then Timmy Abraham, believe brother of Tammy, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't fact check me. Sinclair doing the bits once again. Elliot Lee, he's a top bin merchant, really. Every single shot he hits, it goes up top bins. Sinclair rounding off a very complete performance from him with another header. So that brings us to 3rd in the league table with 24 points, just 3 points off Bromley in 1st. Obviously, I said in the last video we wanted to be above Notts County before this game, but we're just 1 point off, so not too big a deal. We can make that 2 points ahead of them if we beat them in the video. So if we go into the team detailed stats for the league, I think we'll find some very interesting things. Very high up in possession, which is what we wanted to be. Got top scorers in the league by quite some distance as well. 29 goals. Absolutely love that. That's what we want. We want to be the most entertaining as well as the best team in the league. And I think we're finding we're getting to that. We're getting there. The defence is obviously what's letting us down. Joint 10th worst defence is not good enough, especially when you consider Bromley, top of the league. Only 3 points, was it, that I said? 3 goals conceded, which is ridiculous. But still, 3 goals versus 15. We've got to sort that out. And that brings you up to date. So, obviously, as I said, we're going to have Notts County in this game. And we might also get into playing the Barnet game. But Notts County away, remember, and then Barnet at home. 2 very crucial games. So, as I said, we're going to be playing Notts County, which is an absolutely massive game for the league season. Notts County doing really well. I believe, if we were to have a look, Langstaff isn't quite having the impact that he had in real life, but he's still a threat. See, if we're looking through their average ratings, Kedwin Scott, the man who missed the penalty against Ben Foster, I believe, might be wrong on that. Ellis Jack, just fact check me. Yeah, he's been their main striker. He's been their main threat up front with their 8 goals and 6 starts. So he's really who we need to be looking out for. He's got not an outrageous amount of pace, but considering how slow our centre-backs can be and how they can be pulled apart, he will need to be watched. No injuries really to men. We've got a fully fit squad, which is... we bloody love that. To go through the tactic a little bit... I've been keep forgetting. I've been changing it in each game to mid-block, but I forget every single time. So we are playing a bit of high tempo with a fairly direct, but like we're not pumping it forward every time. We're still maintaining a lot of possession, 4th highest possession in the league, of course. So we're passing into space, which Mullen and Sinclair at the moment, they're getting onto lots of loose balls, which is ideal. We're counter-pressing, we're countering. Fairly standard stuff. We're not committing to distributing from the back because, you know, that can always mean trouble. Out of possession, we're just doing a mid-block and we're doing a fairly... we're not pressing our heads off, but we're still doing a fair amount of work. So, with our team, the only position that I'm not quite settled on is this deep-lying playmaker work. Of course, we've got Andy Cannon, who, on paper, should be very good. He's got a decent amount of passing for this level at least, and good defensive stats, so it's not really an issue. And then we also have Callum Jones, who's our man on loan, who is noticeably better, but then neither of them are really nailing down that role. I'm looking for one of them to really put themselves in my mind as the starting deep line playmaker. We need someone with composure in there, and we need one of them to show it. I think I'm going to start Cannon just for the bit more experience in the midfield. We'll obviously switch it out. O'Connell is slightly tired, but as he is our best defender, despite his 7 acceleration at 8 pace, we are going to keep him in. Might have to swap him out. Hopefully we are winning by a decent amount of scoreline that it's not a problem. Hosanna's going to stay in, I believe. So it's going to be Lainton in goal. Hosanna at the wing back, Tunnicliffe and O'Connell, McFadzean, O'Connor at the half back position, Cannon, Davis, Lee, Sinclair and Mullen up top. I just realised, by the way, I don't think I actually introduced this in the previous episode. This is Keon Edwards, who is a striker from Arsenal. I, to be honest, didn't really mean to bring him in. I accidentally pressed accept. So, yeah, he's not the best, but considering his mentals at his young age and this level, the mentals are alright. Finishing ability is alright. I mainly was looking at that pace because I was very desperate considering we had Ollie Palmer with his 6 acceleration, 7 pace, and Mullen, who's pacey, but not pacey. So I was thinking we might need a bit more of an X factor in behind, but he has not played a game, and I'm not intending to. So if Mikel Arteta has a problem with that, he can take it up with me later in the season. So Notts County are playing that system that we've talked about, the one that Dorking were using. It seems to be quite popular at this level, and hopefully our bodies in the midfield are really going to help us break through that back 3. Back 3? Back 5 even. Oh, let me get... Oh, I need to put my board. I need to... What are the team... Their team not going to know who they're playing against. I've not got the board up. Oh, God. Right. So, now that that's fixed, hopefully you can even see that. Yeah. Let's get on into the match. This highlight seems like it could go either way. Sinclair, Mullin! Oh, what a screamer! Is he onside? Oh, it's happened again. It's happened again. My headphones have fallen off and it's happened again. The owners go wild in the box, but for no reason, Mullin with an absolute screamer. It won't count. We're still playing well, so I hope we can get another Paul Mullin wonder goal. Can we get one here? Davis has the ball in the midfield, puts it up to Mullin. And we just keep the ball really nicely. McFadden does well there to escape pressure. O'Connor into Mullin. Back to O'Connor, keeping it nice and simple. Sinclair puts over the top to McFadden. Puts it in for Lee! Elliot Lee with another goal.
It will not count from Jake Hyde. They're celebrating up in the royal box. They haven't seen the flag yet. Somebody needs to have a quick word.
Oh my God, I'm a mug. I'm a mug. I'm a mug. I'm actually a mug. I just want to have another look at that. No. Go back. Let's just have another look. I want to go sideline. And let's just see. Intelligent ball out to McFadden and Lee. Oh, hang on. McFadden. They're paying the refs. No way. Let's just get a bit more zoom. That is Lee here. Lee's there. He's played him on. The linesman's not even in line. Oh, these bloody lines. Unbelievable. That is disgraceful from the linesman. It's a perfectly good goal. I didn't even check the Mullin one. The Mullin one could have been fine. Oh, we got to check it now. Okay, no, that one. I put my hands up. Didn't know. I just was checking. I was just checking. Don't find me. Just checking. All right, we're back into it now after that fraudulent decision from the linesman. Can we get another goal? Another goal, I say. A goal before half-time. Can we press their back three? Lee's done brilliantly to cut off that passing lane. Sinclair, you can't rule off that one. Sinclair puts it top in. Elliot Lee doing absolute business. First assist of the season from him. And yeah, it all comes from that pressure. Elliot Lee, look, he's just intelligent. He moves in front of that midfielder. Yes, and he puts a great ball across. Sinclair has a bit of space and smashes it in. Bloody lovely. Lads, just need a bit more. Just need a bit more. Let's get another goal. Let's get it early. Mullin, I'm looking at you. And we're going to be able to get this. I have a feeling. Right, Cannon's been injured. I think he's been better than his rating suggests. So we're going to put on Callum Jones and see if he can make that impact. Ollie Palmer, put him as a target forward. And we'll keep it like that. Any other changes? O'Connell can come off for Tozer. Bit risky, taking off your best centre-back, but it's got to be done. I'd rather have a fit and really at it centre-back than someone who's on his last legs. Callum Jones, can he show us that he deserves this position? Puts over the top. Ollie Palmer, using all that pace. Lee with almost another big contribution. Rodriguez puts it over. Kedward Scott. Oh, we're lucky there. Nobody was near him. None of our centre-backs were ever going to come up. And now they're pushing on. Lainton comes out and claims beautifully. Well done, son. Can we put it up to Ollie Palmer? That's what we're looking for. The big boy up top. Ollie Palmer, can he win it? He does. Sinclair's onto it now. Plenty of shirts in the box. Puts in Callum Jones! The super sub seals it for Wrexham and puts Notts County in the mud. Unbelievable work rate from Sinclair. Ollie Palmer doing what we told him to do, winning those flick-ons. Sinclair puts a brilliant ball in and a header from Callum Jones, the deep line playmaker. Might seal his position in this team. And there it is. Absolutely lovely. We bloody love it. Get in! Brilliant team performance all over. Couldn't complain at all. Absolutely lovely. We do love that. So, we got the... not Wrexham. We're Wrexham. Barnet in 20th. Obviously not doing as well as they'd hope in the National League. They're meant to be in 14th. So, they're underperforming a little bit. They're still bottom half. And we should be destroying bottom half if we are honest. Let's get into the game now. Come on. No messing about. Straight in. With another 3 points. Right. as the game was 2 days ago, we do have some tired legs. Can't lie. So we're going to have to do a bit of a switch up. I've already put Ford and Callum Jones in to start. What else are we going to do? O'Connell, is he going to have to come out? No, Tunnicliffe. O'Connell's going to continue to play. Ben Toes is going to come in for Tunnicliffe, and then we'll make that switch, getting O'Connell as much rest as possible. We're going to play Callum Jones in the ball-walling midfielder role. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. We're going to then play Luke Young up there. Andy Cannon's going to come out, so O'Connor can come back onto the bench. Paul Mullen is actually fine. That's surprising. But Dolby is going to come in. Can't forget about Dolby. He's been decent for us, considering he's 2 goals at crucial times. As a sub, not too shabby, not too shabby at all. But actually, Ollie Palmer did have that big impact in the last game. So I'm going to forget what I said, and Dolby is going to come out for Ollie Palmer, who is going to play in his normal target forward role. Or we could play Edwards. Yeah, we'll play Edwards. Elliot Lee can come onto the bench for Dolby. That's harsh from Dolby. I've just teased him by putting him in the team and then took him off the bench. So I hold my hands up. Sorry, Sam. I think that should be good for us. Yeah. Keon Edwards getting his first start. We're not going to give him the unlucky number 13. We're going to give him 29. It's a random number. Who cares? Can we get a highlight straight off the kickoff? Davis puts it through. Mullen. Can he square it? Ollie Palmer is there. Is it onside? Not going to celebrate too much. It is. Ollie Palmer with the goal. A last-minute inclusion, considering I was about to start Dolby. Mullen does well. Gets a big deflection, and Ollie Palmer is there to nod it in with that big, blocky forehead. Right, let's not let them straight back into this complacency. We need to guard against complacency here. Yes, great job. Mullen does an interesting attempt. But they're in now. Hall, right side. Kanu puts it across. Loza, don't let him shoot. Oh, Lord. What a start to this game. Poor from us. We can't be letting Barnett be doing that in our box. We're giving them so much time. Hall puts it in across. Oh no, he puts it back to Kanu even. He puts it across. Smith, you could be asking for a penalty. And then Langton he just doesn't get his body in the way. It's not good enough. So we're back to square one. The possession is quite indicative of the game so far. Callum Jones already on a booking. Need to keep an eye on that. Young puts it through. Oh, Palmer was almost in there. Let's not let them break though, lads. Let's just keep focused. Does well. Luke. Yes, we've won it back. Toza into Callum Jones. Puts the ball over to Davis. Can he put it across? Oh, it's a tame effort, really. Should be doing better looking for whoever's in the middle there. Another chance goes missing. Toza. Young. Oh, he puts a great ball into Edwards on his first start. I need to eat some humble pie because Edwards has scored his debut goal. And maybe he's going to have a bit more of an impact in this team than I thought. Young with a brilliant ball round the corner to Edwards, who drills it into the bottom left. No goalkeeper scoring that. You could have Aaron Ramsdale in goal, his teammate at Arsenal, and it wouldn't do a thing. Forward now to Callum Jones. Can we put some even more pressure on? Let's get a bit of a 2-goal advantage. Young with I think he's going to be offside. Yeah, he's offside, he's offside. Mullen should be finishing it, but he is offside, so we'll allow him. Mullen gets it nicked off him, but Edwards is there. Can you lay it off? He does well. Davis. Oh, a screamer. Would have been a screamer at least. Bromley are drawing at Gateshead, actually, so they aren't even winning yet. So hopefully Gateshead can get back into it. Gateshead also in 5th, so it's a tough game for them. We're not even going to look at Notts County because they're plummeting, clearly. Look at them. Losing to Woking. Poor. Could never be me. Right, half-time, 2-1. They've had a few chances though, so we need to really get a couple more past this Barnett team. They clearly are there for the taking. We just need a bit more. We just need a bit more composure, a little more consistency. Young has done brilliantly filling in for that deep-lying playmaker role. So we're going to hope for some more quality passes from him. Actually, he's looking very similar. Let's make a change. Let's make a change. I feel like a couple of the boys at the back are getting tired. I may have made... oh, no. O'Connor could play there. Not a mistake. Well, I say he could play there. Oh, yeah. His stats are, well, definitely good enough. He could play He can be my James Milner. He can play anywhere. What else can we do? Davis, is we gonna give Davis a break? Don't really have the personnel for it. Oh, but apparently Tozer, can you actually play there? Yeah, Tozer can play there. It does mean we're not going to be able to rest O'Connell, but don't think we're going to have a choice considering the depleted nature of this squad. We make it through. Some games are going to be like that. It probably deserved a draw, but they've only had one highlight, so I can't complain with them. Like, they're not going to be able to complain. They've not had good chances. They've just had cumulative XG similar to ours. Right, so big news. Bromley were held by Gateshead, which means we're only 1 point off with the same goal difference. Considering the start of the series, which started a bit of a low, betting none of you guessed that I would be able to turn it around. None of you had faith in the Wrexham project. None of you had faith that I could do better than Phil Parkinson. And for that, shame on you. Except for the fact you watch the videos, so it's good. You're good. You're good people. Look at the form. Ever since Chesterfield, ever since that first 3-game period at the beginning of the season, we have been flying with only 2 blemishes on that record. Right, so I've just realised I've forgotten about the FA Cup, which is embarrassing because all these teams should be really prioritising the FA Cup. However, we're going to skip the FA Cup, I believe, due to the fact that it is Darlington, and fingers crossed, that shouldn't be a problem. Obviously, you will see the highlights, so it's not like you're missing out entirely if there is a bit of a giant killing. Let's just have a look at the league table. Bromley, obviously, our biggest title challengers at the moment. Eastleigh, Torquay, played them both already. Gateshead, believe we played Gateshead, yes. Notts County, we've played a lot of the top sides, which is really quite encouraging considering we're still in second. So we got a lot of dross, that should be dross, to get through. So we might skip all the way to the Bromley game. So yeah, we're going to do the Aldershot and Bromley game in the next episode. So I'll see you after the FA Cup game and the 5 league games, which hopefully will be making our ascent to the pinnacle of the National League. Hope you guys have really enjoyed the video. Thank you for the support of the series so far, and I will see you later.